know that luxury homes are a rage among various kind of buyers as well as investors. And today we have with us Sapna Srivastava, who's currently the managing editor of Buildertech magazine, and she'll be sharing her views on luxury homes and the trend that has been a rage for a while. Let's welcome our very special guest. Welcome to the show, Sapna.
Welcome. Thank you, Pooja, once again for bringing me here.
We are really happy to have you here. Okay, Sapna, tell me about luxury homes. If you said you are an architect by qualification and you are a managing editor of an interior as well as architectural magazine. According to you, what is a luxury home?
First of all, Pooja, in recent years we have seen luxury segment in real estate growing leaps and bounds. There are various reasons for it. One is the growing number of HNIs, which is high net worth individuals. The growing aspirations. People have more global exposure now. They are traveling, so they are aware of the global standards, and these are some of the reasons they want the same standards and facilities and amenities back home. By a recent industry study, the number of HNIs, high net worth individuals, has grown by 30% in last 2 years, which is bound to triple in next 5 years.
Oh.
And that is the reason a lot of real estate builders have launched projects in this particular segment. And according to estimate, there are about 10,000 crore of luxury projects across the country, but basically in metros.
Okay.
Because the buyer still basically are in the metro regions. Not to say also in cities like Bangalore and Pune, where we see a lot of HNIs buying luxury projects. Till now, luxury project meant having a penthouse or a bungalow, 4-bedroom house, and high brand fittings, amenities like probably a swimming pool and a gymnasium and a club in the complex. Nowadays, this kind of specification fits in more in premium housing, which are about 1 crore, 5 crore bracket. What we are talking about in luxury now is something about 20 and 30 crores, wherein it is the apartments or the houses, they come with their own sky gardens, they come with their own swimming pools, terrace swimming pools, helipads on the buildings. They are all centrally air conditioned. Security is a major part of it. Automation is not now restricted only to security systems and automation of lighting or your draperies or curtains, but it has moved beyond that, and now an HNI buyer can remotely control his home. He can remotely control his access to his home through his mobile, through his smartphone. He can remotely control the appliances in his home. So these are some of the elements of luxury housing now. So we have seen the definition of luxury housing changing. One of the reasons for this is that a lot of people are investing in these kind of projects. Which one is our homegrown HNIs, then NRIs, because of the attractive value of the rupee. So a lot of NRIs are investing in these luxury projects. A lot of MNCs have established their offices here. Their head honchos, they need the same kind of living standard what they have in their home countries, and therefore they are looking at these kind of luxury projects. So luxury in itself has changed its meaning now, and it's gone beyond what we knew till now.
What are the current trends or fads in luxury homes?
In terms of luxury homes, there are few concepts which are going on nowadays. One is the limited edition projects, limited edition homes, wherein a real estate developer launches only limited number of luxury apartments or homes. The idea behind is that to maintain the exclusivity, to maintain the profile of the people, and that is why for such homes it is only by invitation that the buyers are invited, because they want to control the profile of the people who should be buying this kind of a house. Another concept going on is that of branded housing, wherein these apartments, these luxury apartments, are being designed by fashion designers, they're being designed by international designer. For example, we have Jade Jagger, daughter of Mick Jagger, the
Correct.
the music star. We have Donald Trump Towers, we have Calvin Klein, and we have Armani as well as Cavalli, which are the fashion designers, fashion houses, or for that matter even Disney Studios, which are part of these branded apartments. The idea behind is that the HNI buyer, the luxury home buyer, already identifies with these brands. So he knows what exactly he's getting, the basic standards which he's expecting. So he's already assured of. He already buys into the concept of what Jane Jagger designs. So that is why he is buying this kind of a house. Then there are also themed houses or the themed developments which can be centered around golf, which could be centered around F1 racing, which could be centered around cricket. In these kind of developments, if it is a golf themed township, it is centered around a golf course where people who are in love with golf are the ones who will be buying it because they have in-house golf course. Similarly, an F1 based development has an entire museum, in-house museum devoted to racing cars. The building is shaped in terms of F1 racing track, and you have a helipad there. This is a development which is already coming in Delhi. Similarly, we have brand ambassadors associated with these kind of themed residences, like Sachin Tendulkar with the cricket themed development which is coming up. For golf, we have Milkha Jeev Singh, and for F1, Marcus Schumacher is the inspiration.
Time for a short break. You don't go anywhere. Now I want to know, as a consumer, what one expects in a luxury home.
See, luxury home buyer is, as I said, they are looking for value.
Correct.
They are looking for experience, and they are looking for services.
Welcome back to Expert Advice. We have with us Sapna Srivastava, who's talking about luxury homes. Now let's take this conversation forward. Now my question here is, since the developers have added the sporty feel, they have added the relaxation, rejuvenating spas, they have 5-star concepts. Now, could you tell me that these homes, whether they are classified under first homes or second homes, because generally our basic home doesn't have so much facilities or amenities.
Pooja, here we are talking about luxury.
Correct.
So people who are buying, any house or any project, for them basically it is all about experience. It is all about services. So their basic homes are luxury homes actually. So what we are talking about is their first homes.
Okay.
So they want to be in that kind of a scenario where they are getting the same global standards which they have witnessed across their travel and their experiences in other countries. So yes, they are very much their first homes and very much their place of living.
Okay. Now we spoke about the developer side. Now they are introducing such concepts. Now I want to know, as a consumer, what one expects in a luxury home.
See, luxury home buyer is, as I said, they are looking for value.
Correct.
They are looking for experience, and they are looking for services.
Correct.
These buyers, they have a certain social standing, and they want their homes to reflect that social standing. That is why they are very particular about exclusivity, and that is why this is the reason a lot of developers have launched branded or limited edition homes, because these kind of people, they want to live within the bandwidth of the same profile of people. They would like to know their neighbors. They would like to live among their kind of people. So that is why the profile of these kind of residences is very much controlled by the developer, what kind of people are going to buy. Because an HNI who's investing a 30 crore, he would like to know who is living next door. So he should be of the same social standing, same background as I am.
So what if my neighbor is some superstar of any film?
See, it's not about being a superstar or you being old money or new money. It is about do you have the same kind of liking as I have? Do you have the same kind of outlook towards life? And that is why when we are saying themed concepts, the people who are coming together in this kind of township or a development, they are all golf connoisseurs.
Okay.
So you have the same bandwidth of people, same liking, same preferences.
So it's not about social status, it's basically...
It is about, first, of course, your social status, because if you can afford that kind of a luxury, you are already in that bracket. Secondly, they are looking at exclusivity. When they are buying this, they want to have some exclusive amenities. Something like when we are talking about amenities, it's not just about a spa or a club or a swimming pool. Now it's about aqua gyms. It is about pet dog park. It's about pet salons. Which are already all provided in-house. It is about the business center. It is about concierge. They don't want, in-house restaurants, in-house mini theaters. So these are the kind of elements that we are talking about here in these luxuries. So they want exclusivity. Again, in exclusivity comes your address. So they want to have signature address. So that becomes a very important where I'm living, so that address becomes a very important aspect. So these are some of the factors that consumers are looking at when they are buying a luxury project, when they are investing in a luxury project. If they want to go for a second home, in fact the trend is that people for the second homes are going back to basics. They want to experience the same rustic feeling, and they want to experience the same going back to the earth, and so they will have farmhouses where they can get their hands dirty, and they can do that. So second homes are those now.
Okay. Now here I would like to know, if I design a luxury home, do I need to hire a separate interior designer, or maybe a contractor would be fine to design a luxury home?
No, definitely for a luxury home, interior designer is synonym with luxury development. In fact, developers nowadays, they offer various interior concept-based apartments, wherein apartments would be on different themes, Mediterranean, traditional, or British classic, or something like that. And a consumer can choose out of those concepts, and wherein the basic infrastructure will be provided according to that particular interior concept, and then they can hire their own interior designers to take that forward. They also provide customized interior designing as per client's preferences. So interior designer definitely is essential to any luxury or for that matter any interior space. Because for luxury development, it becomes even more important because their client wants his own personality to reflect in his space. And for that, you need a professional who can design the spaces according to your personality, according to your unique character, which should come in terms of how the spaces are planned, how the kind of furnishings and fittings are there, so that they are more individualistic spaces. As I said, exclusivity, so no luxury home buyer would want someone else's home copied in his home, or his home being similar to someone else. And for any average home buyer as well, interior designing does make a lot of sense, because especially if it's a small space, an interior designer is professionally qualified to utilize each and every nook and corner of the given space, and still not make it look cluttered and more comfortable, and make even a small space look larger than what it is. So yes, interior designer is a must for any space planning.
Now, since we have ushered in the year 2015, and we are seeing a lot of interior as well as architectural trends changing every now and then. So, do you think 2015 will bring a complete new architectural setup or new interior setup?
So, what we are, in terms of interiors, what we are going to see is a lot of reinventing of classic luxury, combining of amalgamation of a lot of traditional and modern contemporary, such as carved woods and ethnic motifs, materials like velvet and silk with industrial metal, with geometric patterns and abstract textures. A lot of people nowadays, they want individualistic spaces. So their personality, their character should come out in the spaces. So the trend will be using combination of trends to create an individualistic space. This can be in terms of fusion of colors, where we will see a lot of blacks and greys and whites being combined with bold colors. in terms of accessories or in terms of paints or in terms of any other element of the interiors, or probably a very traditional space being accentuated by a very modern kind of a color, such as a black, grey or white. We will see a lot of versatile furniture happening, where a furniture can be used indoors as well as outdoors. Sofas combined with chaise lounge, which again is where you can sit or lie down. We are going back to basics, so more eco-sensitive is the way consumers are going. So a lot of usage of salvaged wood with metals and stone in terms of marbles, granites and light woods. So these are some of the materials that will find a lot of usage in our interiors. Nature will be a recurrent theme in most of the luxury homes, wherein it's all about using natural materials, natural fabrics, floral prints and upholstery, floral wallpapers, indoor plants, indoor fountains. So the whole idea is to bring nature inside.
Yes.
So that's another of the trends that we are going to see in 2015. Again, the whole concept is to give a unique character to each space, especially in the luxury segment, which is by way of using materials. Again, it could be high-end materials, but their usage will be so completely different that it will be a completely different look from what another luxury home could be. Going as per themes, Mediterranean theme or a tropical theme or a Indian traditional theme. These are some of the basic ideas which a lot of consumers are going with. Also, in terms of planning, the trend will be to be very focused as per the living style of the consumer. Probably nowadays it's not about a 3-bedroom or a 4-bedroom or a 2-bedroom, it's about space. So large format apartments are being designed as per clientele's lifestyle. Probably he needs a lot of social gathering areas, so it will be the social areas or the formal areas which will find more square feet given rather than the bedrooms. The bedrooms could be just 2 because he needs only 2 bedrooms, but in the entire thousands of square feet, 3,000, 4,000 square feet of an area, it will be the formal areas or the socializing areas which will find more space. Or either ways, it could be the private space, his own den would have more area. Entrance foyer with personal lift could be one of the aspects that could be included in the design planning.
Now it's time for a short break. We will be right back. Now, if I have a small compact flat in Mumbai and if I want to make it luxury, how do I do that?
In terms of small spaces, one is again to get a professional help.
Welcome back to Expert Advice. We have with us Sapna Srivastava, who's talking about luxury homes. Now let's take this conversation forward. Sapna, you and I live in a city like Mumbai. Now, when you talk about Mumbai, the first thing that comes to your mind is space crunch. Now here, could you define space as a luxury?
Definitely space is a luxury. In cities like Mumbai, which is the financial capital of the country, which is a city of dreams as it is called, and a lot of HNIs have made it their home. And when we are talking about space, more so in an upscale location is hard to come by. And most of these luxury buyers, they want projects in a upscale or a uptown or a location because one, they want to cut down on commuting, they want to be near their business hubs, they want to be also near social establishments, high-end high street shopping. So cultural landscape, so that is the kind of location they are looking at.
Yeah.
What we are seeing now is that luxury is going vertical, which means the game changer here has been the luxury towers that are coming up.
Yes.
And these luxury towers are being designed with these luxury buyers in mind. Because these luxury buyers, as I said, they are looking for exclusivity, they are looking for privacy. And an apartment at a 20th floor or a 30th floor or a 40th floor gives them the exclusivity.
Yes.
It's like a triumphant living on an altitude.
Yes.
It gives them the privacy. Once they are in that space, they are away from the city humdrum, they are away from the city chaos.
Okay, so we talk about the space crunch in city like Mumbai. Now in Mumbai we have compact flats which are basically small area flats. Now if I have a small compact flat in Mumbai and if I want to make it luxury, how do I do that?
In terms of small spaces, one is again to get a professional help
Yes.
to make it look luxurious
Correct.
in terms of interiors. Again, when we are talking about luxury buyers, sometimes they consciously go for a smaller space or a smaller flat, which we also term as studio apartments.
Yes.
The reason being that they want to be probably near their workplace, or probably they already have a huge place and they want to have a single living, So there
Yes.
could be different reasons and they would like to go for a compact living. So for these apartments, again, one is, as I said, a professional help will help design the place according to the needs of the client, according to the personality of the client. Also making sure that although it is compact, it is comfortable, it has all the amenities that is required by the occupant who's living in, which we also can do when we have our own small spaces, to see that we make full utilization of the space. Another aspect for these compact luxury living is the experience. Again, what these buyers are looking at is buying into again, as I said, space per se is not what matters to them, or the number of rooms per se is not what matters to them. What matters to them is what they want, how much exclusivity they get out of that particular property, what is the kind of service they are getting out of it. So probably space is really compact. It fulfills the need of the occupant, what he needs, but he would like it to be fully serviced, which means he's looking at amenities which are at par with the 5-star hotels that he is used to staying in most part of his year or monthly travel, or it is the kind of global international exposure and international standards that he is used to. So we have these kind of compact living as well in cities like Mumbai and Delhi, but these are all fully serviced apartments wherein you will have a business center within the complex, so that all his business needs are, he does not have to travel to his workplace, he can use the business center. If he wants to enjoy a cup of coffee in a high-end restaurant, he doesn't need to travel anywhere. You have an in-house restaurant or an in-house coffee shop which is serviced by a 5-star hotel. You will have on-call chef, you will have on-call laundrette and on-call housekeeping, which is again serviced by a hotel chain, which has tied up with the player, with the domestic developer. You would have amenities like the whole host of valet parking and concierge, security, as I said, another aspect. These are the kind of amenities which now even come with luxury compact housing.
Thank you, Sapna. Thank you so much for giving us so much information on luxury homes as well as fashion also.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah. So this was Sapna Srivastava who spoke about luxury homes as well as a lot about fashion. For more such information on homes as well as real estate as a whole, you keep watching Spin TV. Goodbye. Take care.